Rampage Championship Wrestling coming to Quincy, Illinois, Saturday, July 21st. Hello everyone, hope you're having a happy 4th of July for those in the US, and for those watching around the world, happy Wednesday. I am the Guido, this is the Guido Goes Off. As always, thank you folks for watching. Some big news breaking in regards to some allegations against a world champion. It was reported that during a Twitter discussion, Taylor Hendrix, a former member of the Ring of Honor roster and was part of the House of Truth faction along with Jay Lethal, accused Jay Lethal of sabotaging her career. Now, this is kind of interesting because it was only a few days ago Jay Lethal once again became Ring of Honor World Champion, winning a Fatal 4-Way against Matt Taven, Cody, and, of course, the former champion Dalton Castle. During her Twitter discussion, a fan praised Jay Lethal for once again becoming a Ring of Honor World Champion. Of course, he's only one of only very few, I think still only 4 people have been a 2-time Ring of Honor champion. Of course, Adam Cole, Bebe, holds the record with 3. It was then that Taylor said, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here, that the person you are celebrating sabotaged my career in Ring of Honor because I wouldn't sleep with him. Now, this isn't the first instance of a sexual allegation being lobbied against someone involved with Ring of Honor. Of course, Ring of Honor's early history, very tumultuous. And, of course, we had recently, I think it was late last year, the allegations against Michael Elgin of covering up some sexual harassment by one of his students. So, again, she did mention that she has lawyers actively investigating and whether or not they're going to try and file charges or try to sue Jay Lethal, that remains to be seen. Now, again, of course, this is always a very serious thing. We want to stay, neutral, not point any fingers in any other direction. Once again, Taylor Hendrix accusing Jay Lethal of using influence in Ring of Honor to sabotage her career because she refuted his advances. Of course, more on this as it develops, so please stay tuned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we could have a very interesting situation, at least here in a few months, with the possibility of WWE going on another talent raid, and it's very clear who they're after. It's being said and reported through various sources that WWE is highly interested, even going so far as a possible blank check contracts with Kenny Omega, Cody, and the Young Bucks. As we know, this group has been highly successful, with, of course, the success of all the sale of the All In pay-per-view, which sold out before any matches were even announced, and of course the success of the New Japan. As we know, Kenny Omega recently becoming the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and the Young Bucks becoming the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Of course, their 7 Junior Tag Championships do play into account. It is very interesting, especially the timing. Because, as we know, WWE has gone on talent raids. As we know, they did go on that huge talent raid of New Japan, where they got AJ Styles, Gallows and Anderson, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And then there's been the one recently of ROH, where they acquired Adam Cole, Bebe, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, Leo Rush, and Donovan Dijak. So this is actually not really a surprise, and it's also very interesting due to the timing of it because, let's face facts, these guys are right now the guys as far as the indie scene. or as far as, top level talent. Given that, WWE is not a big fan of competition, as we all know, it does seem very interesting that there's a possibility of these offers. Now, of course, nothing is going to be set in stone anytime soon. I believe the Young Bucks contract doesn't end until late this year. Kenny Omega's contract, I think, goes until, I want to say, late January of next year. And I really don't have a clue about Cody's contract with Ring of Honor. And then there, of course, is your issue, as Cody and the Young Bucks are contracted to Ring of Honor, while Kenny Omega is contracted to New Japan. It's because of the talent exchange that the Bullet Club is even allowed basically to function in this manner. Of course, there was a big announcement for this Saturday's match for the G1 special in San Francisco, where Kenny Omega is basically putting not only the IWGP Heavyweight Championship on the line against Cody, but full leadership of Bullet Club. So, if you have New Japan World, I suggest you watch it. And I think it's going to be on Access TV if you don't, very shortly. So again, I'm not surprised that they're going to try and go after these guys hardcore, because let's say facts. I mean, I do worry because, as we know, especially the main roster of WWE has seemed to not do very well with talent from other areas. Almost seen as cancerous. So, and also the dwindling tag team division. I mean, could the Young Bucks be the spark that either the Raw or SmackDown tag team division needs? I mean, especially the Raw tag team division, because it's basically that things happening. I mean, the B team is getting pretty exciting, but again, so of course more on this as it develops. I mean, of course they haven't officially made any offers and really can't. But as we know right now, it seems like WWE's on this big spending spree, as we know, because of Fox giving them a lot of money, NBC Universal giving them a lot of money. So who knows what'll happen, and we'll see how it goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we heard over the weekend, of course, two big injuries involving the Raw roster. Of course, the first one I'm going to talk about is Bray Wyatt. As it was reported Friday morning, Bray Wyatt did get in a head-on collision on his way to the Tampa airport. He did sustain injury. He did sustain several injuries. His car was totaled. He was treated and released, but because of it, he just simply stayed home. He didn't do any of the Raw events this weekend. Well, it was released by the most credible news source in the world, TMZ, and in talking with them, and Bray Wyatt himself talking with them, Bray was cited in the crash. Basically, there's a lot of legal terms, basically distracted driving. Said he rear-ended one vehicle, which caused him to veer into the other lane, which then caused the head-on collision. It's not speculated if anyone else was hurt in the crash. He is, like I said, he was treated and released. A simple citation for this incident, so probably fine. And of course, no word yet on his return. He did say also that because of a head injury, he did not recall the accident at all. So it's possible he's under concussion protocol right now. So, again, more on this as it develops. But I mean, we of course don't want to see anybody get hurt. We hope the best for Bray. Hope for a speedy recovery. And as I mentioned, he is not Bray is not the only person to be injured on the Raw roster. It was mentioned on Raw that Ruby Riott suffered a knee injury. From what I'm hearing on the Monday, or not on the Monday, the Sunday live event prior to Raw. It has now more details have come out. Thankfully, she will not need surgery. However, she does have a sprained MCL, which, according to the reports, depending upon the grade of the tear, will be either anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months that she will be out of action. We, of course, hope this will be the lower number and not the higher, but, of course, we want her to be healthy upon her return. So, I guess, we hope for a speedy recovery because, seriously, we don't need Liv Morgan talking. I mean, we want to see her come back to action. That's the main reason. Only reason. It has nothing to do with not caring for Liv Morgan at all. Yes. We want to see Ruby Riott return healthy and as soon as possible. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of The Guido Goes Off. Once again, I thank you folks for watching. So what did you guys think of the topics I covered on this episode? As always, feel free to drop a line in the comment section below. Now, as always, you can get in contact with me via my Twitter and Instagram. And, of course, if you haven't gotten the chance yet, please check out the Facebook page for the show. Give it a like. It really helps us out. And, of course, please like this video, share it with everyone you know, and if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do so. So until next time, I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.